going on? What is up, honey? What's so going on? Go ahead and let me know that you guys can hear me clearly without issue over here in the chat. Shout out to everybody that's here. Okay, we're about to get into Ready to Love as well as Belle Collective. Y'all, Ready to Love wasn't really giving me a whole lot, but we gonna do what we can do with it, girl. So yes, all right. I'm using a different mic today, so I definitely hope that you guys can hear me clearly because sometimes she'll do like this popping noise. So I'm hoping that you guys, have no issue. I hope you guys had a great weekend as well. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, girl? Anyway, let's see who we got over here. What's up, Maritha? Can't wait to hear you out. Oh, can't wait to hear your outtake on this. Your commentary have me rolling, the way you be looking and sounding, sis. I'm ready. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Hey, two L's. Hey, Miss Bell, honey. Hey, Zari. Hey, Sharika. I hope I said that right, Sharika. What's up, Phil? What's up, Miss Rail? Aaron, what's going on, honey? What Ready to Love was just a wig. Listen, I actually put in my notes the wigs were really bad. And I was debating like, maybe I shouldn't say that. Maybe I say that too much. But I was like, listen, okay, when the ladies came together to huddle to talk to Tommy, I was extremely bothered. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they didn't have enough time to get their hair done or something. I don't know. And I'm trying to identify the worst one for me. I think it's going to be the headband one. I do. I think it's going to be the headband one. It's not clicking. It's not. It's not clicking. Let's see. What's up, Irie? I feel like we go through this all the time. Irie lifestyle. Let's see what else we got going on. Mrs. Carruthers, what's going on, honey? What's up, Jada? What's up, Dornia? No filter, fine. Okay, no filter, fine. Period. Okay, what's up, Boss Keon, honey? What's going on? Miss Jamie, I'm so happy for you. And I see that you are growing. So happy for you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. What's up, Brandon? What's going on? Hey, Jada. Hey, Tracy. All right, y'all. Let's go ahead and talk about some things, okay? So, y'all know, Ready to Love, there is going to be one woman that's going to end up being sent home. Now, before they ended up sending this woman home, which we can go and put it out there, Miss, what's up, Danica? I think Dominica. That's the one that ended up going home, okay? We see when Tommy comes out to let everybody know this, Sharice takes full advantage, okay? And with this, she decides to go around to all of these different people to make sure, like, hey, consider me, honey. Don't send me home. So I feel like she's doing her part. She's doing what she's supposed to do with the entire process, going around getting to know people. But obviously, it has Miss Shakira bothered. I don't know why Miss Shakira was so. I mean, maybe it was a little rude how Sharice kind of like intruded on the times that she was talking to people, and it seems like we primarily saw Sharice intrude on people that Shakira was talking to. So I mean, I don't know. But anyway, Justice and Kayla. So they're talking about being single and dating. And Kayla says that when she's single, she pretty much dates multiple people. But he's disagreeing with this. He doesn't, I guess, and see, that's what's weird. He's disagreeing because he say he don't date a lot of people. And I guess he thinks, I guess when you date, he feels like you gotta spend money. And in order for me to spend my money on you, like I gotta like be dating you in order for that to happen. And before we even get to the dating phase, we're at this phase where I'm just interested. So basically, you're in the talking phase. And sometimes you keep women, from my understanding, in the talking phase for a good, what? You said up to 10 damn years is what it sounds like. So you definitely are leading with F boy energy. Like, I mean, I don't know. Well, girl, let me shut up. I'm finna say I don't know too many women that's just gonna hang around for that, but it's a lot of women that's just gonna hang around, okay, in quote unquote situationships until you let them know that they're gonna be your girl or something like that, girl. But anyway, I really want to get them out the way because Ready to Love just wasn't talking about too much for me. Dominica. So she wants to know why she was in the bottom. She's been going around asking everybody that why she was in the bottom. So Cherie says, well, girl, you need to bring that tone to the bottom. Because your tone is all the way to the top, and we need you to bring it down quite a few levels, okay? You're at a 20, we need you at a 2. Because you're just too motherfucking loud. That's the problem. She's like, girl, you cool, you sweet, you nice, you got all of that, but your voice is just too motherfucking loud for me. Okay. So that was the conversation. Okay. Now the guys decide to huddle up with Tommy. And when they do this, they let him know the women that I care to really know about, not so much as who they're interested in, but who they're not interested in. Okay. That happens to be Jamala, Kaden, and Kayla. They're all in the bottom. But the guy, yeah, because I think that was Kayla and Justice talking. Justice don't really like Kayla, obviously, because she was chin checking him on the whole dating thing, okay, and how he didn't make any sense. Then turned around and told him if he needs somebody to talk to, he need to go talk to his mama. Okay, so he said he couldn't handle Miss Kayla. That's what that was really given. Okay, what else? Everybody else they also say Danica. Okay, they feel like Danica is really a sister, and I'm like, what you mean like a sister? Like, yeah, she black, she a sister. Or are you just saying like a sister? I guess they mean like a sibling. That's how she comes off. Okay, a sibling or a homegirl. So. And then Sharice, they said Sharice kind of stepped her game up, but both of them ended up being in the bottom yet again, with Dominica being the one to go home. And I said, at the end of the day, I think she's going to be happy with the fact that she's going home. At least that's what I think. I think she's gonna be happy because I mean nobody was there. Y'all know was gonna continue to waste your time because nobody was really interested in you. For real, for real. But I must say, Dominica looks really great at her age. She looked like to me that she's still in her 30s, but Miss Sis is definitely giving 42, but she looks much younger than that. What else we got? So the girls huddled up and they talking, right? So Sharice wants to know why she was in the bottom. She did go around and ask the same questions like, girl, why was I in the bottom? So Sharice speaks on being the whole table. She's the whole table. She got a whole lot to offer a man. Okay. Sharice doesn't think that she needs to cater to a man either. Right. But Kayla is over there thinking completely different. Kayla is like, no, that's not making sense. Okay. You can't be out here being the overly independent woman that you are, but then turn like you don't need a man, but then turning around saying that you need one. Like, which one is it going to be? Right. So then Kayla says that she can't say that or whatever. And then she says that Kayla speaking on herself, she was made to be a helpmate to a man and help him, I guess, understand who he is and where he's going. Right. What else? And then I think that's when Shakira kind of chimed in and agreed with Kayla, but I felt like a little bit to me Shakira chimed in and agreed with Kayla because she really don't like Sharice. And I think they brought up the whole conversation with Randall and how somebody was fixing Randall's plate or something. And Sharice kind of questioned, like, why are you fixing his plate? Like, he ain't no king or whatever the case may be. All right. For me, I ain't really got no dog in that fight. I ain't really got no argument too much. I just feel like I understand both sides of where the ladies are coming from. Believe it or not, there are women that actually think and believe the way Kayla does. And not saying that it's right or wrong. That's just how they feel. They feel like they were created to like help these men figure out where they're going and all that other stuff. Okay. I definitely understood Sharice's part too, because it's like, girl, I'm not gonna cater to this motherfucker man, especially if you're not mine. I'm just not gonna sit up here and cater to this man and do all of this. No, I'm not. Now I also understood where Sharice was coming from too. I mean, she independent. Like, I mean, I get it. Like, I mean, I don't have to do all of that. Like, I'm confused. Like, times have changed. Okay. Women are more independent. Like, I don't understand. But then with Kayla, I understood where Kayla was coming from again because it's like a lot of women do lead with the I'm independent, I'm independent, I'm independent. I mean, I don't need a man, I don't need a man, I don't need a man. And it's like it's okay to say that you do as well. Like if that's how you feel, like that's okay too. So that's why I just kind of felt like I'm not gonna debate what these ladies was talking about. It's just that neither one of them are wrong in my opinion on how they feel about men and their place in their life. Like if that's how you feel, that's you. It's a lot of women that think that way. So those are my thoughts. I ain't really have a whole lot to debate about that, or I agree with Sharice. Sharice was more right than it. Girl, do what the hell you gonna do because y'all gonna do that anyway. Because that's just how y'all is. Okay, if you want to come along and you want to help your man and you want to help him find out where the hell he trying to go and elevate and do this and that, congratulations. Okay, if you feel like no, he need to already come put together and he needs to be this and he needs to be that for me because I already got this and that held down, congratulations. Okay, whatever gonna work for y'all. Shakira piggybacking off of the combo lets me know that Shakira was still bothered by Sharice and her energy, the way she came around there trying to get to know this man. Okay, what else? Sharice, okay, yeah, we found out Sharice still ready to love Mr. Dominica is eliminated. Okay. Jamala and Swayze. Okay. Swayze says that he wants to be in love. That's all he ever thinking of. And he was just wondering if love would ever know him. Okay. Because his heart is open and he's just hoping to find somebody. Okay, come on, Jagged Edge. So that's what he's giving us. Okay, Swayze is giving us Jagged Edge. He wants to know what it's like to be in love. All right, he speaks on being single for the past 3 years, which I think is pretty good. But during that time, what were you doing? Like, do you have anybody out here that may feel like she your girl or something like that? Like, have you really like worked on yourself in these past 3 years? Are you, just because you say you've been single for 3 years don't really mean that you're ready for a relationship for real, for real. So what you really been out here doing? What's been going on? If y'all got together, is somebody else gonna jump out the woodworks and feel a way that you decide to come on this show and she ain't on their body? Like, what about that? You know what I'm saying? Being the fact that he's a person that falls in love very quickly, I do think it's good that he took a step back because it seems like he's never been single, right? So I mean, I think that's good, but I just want to know what you've been doing. All right. So Shakira and Samson, I really like Samson, y'all. I think Samson is a nice guy. Samson looks good. Samson about to be 50, baby. Samson look like he about to be 40. Okay. Samson looks good. Okay. I don't like older men. But hey, Samson, how you doing? You know what I'm saying? But anyway, girl, Samson is cute, but I'm not liking Shakira with him. I'm like, my girl Looney needs to get back well. Okay. Get back well and get back over here and have a conversation. Cause I feel like I saw a connection with Looney and Samson more than I did with he and Shakira. I just, I don't know if this is the show. The, we only 2 episodes in, so I need to get on some time. I just hope that Ready to Love Miami don't end up being extremely underwhelming. It's only 2 episodes in, so let me just reserve what I'm thinking. Just I'm not excited to watch any. But anyway, girl, let's see what else we got over here in these notes, ain't it? Sharice done had everybody come over to her house. Everybody that came to our house. Sharice got a cute little house. And I think Devin was the first person to come. He didn't come with anything in his hands. Definitely came empty-handed and barely wanted to help with anything that she had going on. Devin, you are horrible. Horrible. Devin, I listen, buddy. You ain't nothing but a cute face. You know, like how they talk about some women, like she got a cute smile and a big ass, and that's it. Like that's you. That's you. Like, but ain't got nothing else to offer. Like, that's you. Like, you only have a handsome face and a nice body. Like, you ain't got nothing else for the people. Thank you so much, Phil, for the super chat. I don't like all the talk about Shakira child. You don't like all the talk about her child? You think she talk about him too much? Well, you know, that's her life, you know. That's all she got going on, really. You know what I'm saying? That's probably what it is. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. Um, but yeah, Devin, you are horrible, baby. You're horrible. Like you, there's nothing else to Devin. Nothing else to Devin, y'all. I don't know what else to say. What else? So Randall and Sharice have the conversation about him being a king versus him not being the king. Sharice saying some things that she said she didn't say, only to confirm that she did say it. So I'm just like, girl, what the fuck is happening on this episode? Like, this episode is terrible. Um, so they talk about that, and then abruptly, you know, the night wraps up. So they about to go ahead and go their separate ways or whatever. So I mean, she said something like, "I refer to myself as queen, so maybe I shouldn't call you king or something like that. I'll be mindful of that." And it's like, I don't even know if that's the argument. Is the argument about him being called a king or not? Or is the argument you feeling as though he should not have been catered to, or should not have had a plate fixed for him? Like, what is the debate? What is the conversation? Like, I'm just like, I don't know if it's editing and y'all getting worse by the season or what the hell going on. But it didn't connect for me. But let's keep going. Okay. Kayla, Jamala, and Shakira. Kayla made her rounds to get to know everybody because she invited them out to do bowling. She got Swayze and the other big fella bowling against each other. Whoever won was going to get a surprise. She let one of them kiss her. She also got the chance to talk to Big Mike. Big Mike talked about how he didn't realize she was so young, and she took offense to that. But I mean, I feel like she ain't that much younger than, what's the girl named, Brandy, the 35-year-old that he was over there getting to know. I mean, they probably, just like she said, we do the same thing. I'm not doing anything too different than what the hell you doing. It's just that we at different ages, you know. So I guess she found offense with that. Her and Swayze seem to have been making a connection, especially when she started talking about her past and being engaged twice, and him almost being engaged, but the woman ended up cheating on him. And I thought that was interesting because usually when we hear, oh, he got in this relationship, he thought she was so serious. She was 8 years older than him, or however old the lady was. They went and bought a house. We would have thought, I know for me, I was going to think that Swayze messed it up. No, Swayze didn't mess it up at all. It was the woman that fucked up. She was the one that cheated. So he decided to dip. Yikes. Okay. So, but I don't think anything's going to happen between Swayze and old girl. I don't see it going far at all, but interesting conversation for them. Ladies, link up. First thing I said is these weaves are terrible. I'm upset about it, but I won't be upset, much longer. Okay. They're on your heads. Y'all figure it out. I wonder what your thoughts are as you're watching the season and you're like, oh, girl, why did I wear that? Oh, girl, what was my hair doing? Okay. It's not all of y'all, but it's a good 3 to 4 of y'all. Let's keep going. Okay. So Randall and Swayze seem to come up often in conversation with the guys that the ladies liked. Shakira is very guarded about her son. Okay. She starts crying or whatever like that, girl. Start crying about the baby and how Simpson makes her feel really good about her child and stuff. And I guess like it was weird when she said he makes me feel like having a son is an asset. And I didn't understand that part. I really didn't. I'm like, you should have already felt like that being a mom anyway. I'm confused, but it seems like she's dealt with a lot of trauma since having her baby and pregnancy and all this other stuff. So maybe she does feel, I don't know, maybe she just feels bad about being a single mom or something, or having the baggage of having a child or whatever. But I'm like, okay. What else? We learned that they dislike Justice Devin and Big Mike. Okay. Devin, full of excuses. I think her name is Kaden or whatever. She went to go have a sit down with him, talk to him. He was coming up. I don't even jot down what he said, but it was just a bunch of excuses for me. He reduced it down to like, yeah, when I'm around people, I might get nervous. You know what I'm saying? So I might get a little sweaty, get a little sweat on him. I can't believe I'm sitting down here and people are complaining about me being sweaty. And I said, nah, they're complaining about you not being they're complaining about you being a boy. And now we're going to complain about the fact that you're sitting up here coming up with the excuses about how you don't really like to be around people and you're nervous, but you went forward to have a one night stand. So I guess you don't like people that much that you're not willing to be around your own child. Yikes. Okay. Anyway, a whole mess. Okay. Send his ass home as he should have went home to think about his life and get it together. Okay. And then he go, what was so funny was Sharice. And now Sharice talking about she's so independent, she don't need to do nothing for nobody. And then gonna sit up there and ask somebody to help her clean the house up. You got it. I would have said you independent, ain't it? You got it, girl. But that is kind of rude. I mean, like, pick up something, though. At least pick up your mess and put it in the trash. Devin was trying to be the first nigga out the door. Okay. But anyway, so the Big Mike and Brandy went and sat down, had a conversation. He's really liking her. So I think he's gonna zone in on Brandy, but he's gonna open up to the other ladies, and we'll just see how this gonna play out for them. Either way, honey. Good luck. Okay. This terrible, tired ass episode. Girl, let me see what y'all saying in these comments so I can move on. Ooh, girl, I was sitting up here like, what the fuck is going on? And then the little petty debate about doing for somebody and not doing for somebody. And I'm independent. I don't have to cater to nobody. And I was created so I could be a helpmate and help him figure out his life and what he want to do. I'm not gonna join in no goddamn marriage where a person feel like I'm supposed to be there just to help build you up and you not here to build me up. What the fuck are we doing? Okay. I'm just not. All right. So I mean, if that's what y'all want to do though, I mean that's hey, to each his own. It's your relationship. You say yeah to what you want to say, yeah, no to what the hell you want to say. No, oh, girl, I'm like, y'all hoes is like close, definitely pushing 50. And this is what we talk about. Girl, I guess. I mean, no. I'm just like, girl, what the fuck? Anyway, let me read, honey, so I can get the hell up off him. Um, girl, I know, not her rubbing you the wrong way. Swayze changed my mind just a tad, but I definitely still got my good eye on him. Yeah, Swayze don't even seem like he that bad of a guy, as the ladies kind of tried to make him out to be like the first episode. I mean, maybe you just gotta, crack him a little bit. But he seemed like he may be a cool, down to earth guy. Um, and it seemed like he loves love too. The way he be jumping in him, he just want to be a bit more careful with who he choose. Swayze, aka Curtis, Blow, and I want you to know that these are what are the breaks? What? I'm confused by all of the men except maybe Samson. Samson, really, I'm with Gigi though. Like Swayze don't seem to be that bad. We're gonna see how the season plays out. But right now, I'm definitely with you on Samson. Like Samson seems like he's a overall nice guy. Definitely like Samson. Samson looks good at his age. Donnie. Samson and Randall are my picks for who are actually there for love. Okay. Okay. Devin needs to go. He will not get the time of day. You can read Childish a mile away. Listen, he's horrible, right? I need to know who's in the casting department. Who y'all be fucking picking? That's what I need to know. Like, I'm gonna start looking at the credits. And then I'm gonna start looking y'all up. Whoever these casting people, who is casting these folks? Okay, you got big man in the back of the bowling alley over here doing his little Kappa stuff. And I'm like, what the fuck are we doing? Then y'all zooming in on the AKA stocks. And I'm like, this is not what we're here for. This is not a Greek show. We're here for love. What the fuck is happening? Are y'all just sending it out to the groups, sending it to the Greek group chats? Hey, anybody want to get on the show? Anybody needs to be like, what are we doing? Girl, yeah, Greeks need love too, but girl. Ooh, girl, y'all about make me tired up here. What else we got? I don't care what nobody say. Devin is one sweat bullet away from punching a hole in the wall. He is sweating from them all them lines. Allegedly. Lord, not all them lines. Girl, yes, allegedly. Oh my God. Not wigs crawling up they dang back. Listen. Girl, even the natural hair one was disappointing me. I said, geez. Whew, mm. But it's hot in Miami like that, girl. That's probably what was going on. It's just hot in Miami like that. People can't, you probably tear their natural hair up. So they gotta, and do what they gotta do out here. Let's see what else. So let's see what else. A few more, then we finna slide on. Devin should have been gone the minute he lied about having a son. He should have definitely been in the bottom. Definitely been in the bottom. Too bad production wanted the drama Sharice brings. Otherwise, Dominica may have been able to stay. I would have rather seen her stay than Sharice. I feel you. I feel you. I like Brandy too. That's the girl that was sitting at the end, right? They got ready to talk to Big Mike. I like her personality. I do. I do. I said, I hope that she stays around a little longer. I have to agree with that. I like her. Definitely like her. All right, y'all. Let's go ahead and switch some gears, honey, so we can get into what's this show called? Good. What is this show? Is this it? Belle Collective, honey. Let's talk about Belle to the Collective. This was a cute episode, in my opinion. This was a cute episode because we got to meet a new woman by the name of Akeisha. So we'll get into that. I want to know though, how are you guys feeling about Letitia's storyline with her husband? Because it's giving fake for me. I'm not understanding why we're digging deep into something that happened almost 8 years ago and then making it as though it's present day on the show, because that's what it sounds like to me. So we went from focusing on Ferris Street to focusing on the infidelity in your marriage. And you guys were doing good without even needing this infidelity story. You know what I'm saying? So that's just really interesting. Like, do y'all see what I'm saying? Like, it's just really interesting because, Love and Marriage Huntsville, real estate, couple of friends. And then the big thing about the show became the infidelity, right? And everybody's infidelity was in question, or their marriage was in question. Then you turn over here, Belle Collective, right? Okay, so y'all see what I'm saying? So Belle Collective, right? The ladies, Ferry Street businesses, and then now we're focusing on her infidelity. I don't know what the other two ladies, the new ladies, relationships are going to bring for real. You know what I'm saying? But it's interesting, and it takes me to the interview that OLFP did with Monique. If you think you're going to have a show that's not going to zone in on some of these infidelity conversations and rumors, then you're sadly mistaken if you're going to get another season. Nobody's going to watch that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you gotta look around and see the content that Carlos creates. All right. We're not just gonna have rumors out here and we're not gonna come forth and dive into that, even if the rumors were 10 years ago. We're gonna bring it back. People enjoy that stuff. They're gonna watch it. Okay. So I thought that was interesting. So I wanted to bring that out there. But I do feel like they were fake. Okay, but I'm gonna watch it. Period. You said pick up scenes and reshoot. Let me see. They are recapturing the moment for TV. Agree. Inauthentic, like it's giving pickup scene and reshoot. Correct. Correct, Keon. Correct. Okay. So we all see each other. Okay. I appreciate that. So Letitia at her shop, right? And she then came up there all cute, dressed up. Her assistant is like, oh, this is interesting. Okay. Because you don't be coming in here like that. She said, yeah, I know sweats and stuff, but me and daddy is going to dinner. I said, no, BIT, your ass filming for this show. That's why you put them clothes on. You and daddy weren't finna go to no dinner or do nothing like that. But you filming for the show, so you had to get it together and you look cute. So I'm not gonna say too much, okay? Now, before we actually get to Latrice, actually, because I talked about Latrice, is what I meant. Latrice, before we get to Latrice, Letitia and her husband are sitting down having a conversation. And this is where they're going back and forth, okay? She going off on him about him having this baby. All right. She said she knew about the affair, but she never knew about the baby. For me, I'm gonna rebuke that in the name of Jesus, because there's no way you sat up here and knew about an affair all of these years. Latrice found the information out before you, and you just acting like it's new information. No, you already knew this. Okay, you already knew this. I can't. All right. So I knew about the affair, but I didn't know about no baby. But you knew about, girl. Jackson about as small as my hometown. So you knew, girl. Anyway, so he says that he has tried to reach out to the lady over the years because he wanted to get a DNA test. But the first thing he says was like, it's not his child or something. Talk about, if it was my child, don't you think I'd be on child support? No, no. That's not always the case, sir. Hello. That's not always the case. All right. All men are not on child support. There are men that do not know that this child is theirs and they're not on child support because some of these ladies go and have these babies that don't want the men to have anything to do with them. So they just, you know what I'm saying? Or they feel like they don't want to ruin their life or something. So they just go off quietly, raise their child or whatever. So yeah, that does not mean that that's not your child because you're not on child support. Girl, okay. All right. So he also says that he made a horrible mistake or terrible mistake. Stop saying mistake and say decision. In my opinion, okay? Because you also made the decision, which wasn't a mistake to me. You also made the decision to text another woman right after you repropose to your wife. Okay. Letitia says, however, he moves in the streets is on him, but she's not gonna sit up here and let him play her. Okay. Not no more after her being a fool since high school. She's no longer going to allow him to play her. She says that he needs to be a stand-up man. Excuse me, a man that does not cheat and a man that understands that he is married. We'll see how that's gonna go. So he talking about how he grew up without a dad and his son not about to go through the same thing. And I'm just like, bye, Glenn. Get out. Get out, Glenn. Get out. So she tells him his actions need to match his words before she makes a decision on coming back home. We'll see how that's gonna play out. We talked about Latrice. We talked about her dressing up, okay, for the cameras, but saying that it's because her and her man finna go out to eat later. And then she also talked about how she wants to get a new shop. Okay, she wants to get a new shop because right now I guess she on the hood side, but she don't want to go too far away from the people in the hood because they're the ones that buy her products, right? So I guess her husband want her. I agree with her husband though, not so much as coming out of the hood, but getting to a safer area if possible. You know what I'm saying? And really, girl, nowadays it ain't no place that's really safe. For real, for real. But you are a person that is now having more exposure. You're on television for yet another season. So your name is beginning to be very, very well known. So it might be time for you to elevate and switch it, change it, and get to a different location. But you don't have to go that far from where they are. You know what I'm saying? And so, you could change it up just a little bit, girl. What else ended up happening? Yeah, Cliff came in, he helped her fix some stuff. She asked him about whether or not she should go to the brunch that Letitia doing, because she don't like Marie, because Marie feels like Tisha was out here spreading rumors or saying things about her business, calling it fraudulent or whatever the case is. So Miss Treese ain't trying to really deal with her too much. I don't really blame Latrice, but I know she's going to go to support Tisha, and that's kind of what Cliff was telling her to just go and support her and let it be what it's gonna be, okay? But Latrice said, when I do go, I tell you one thing, I ain't taking no shit from nobody, okay? Well, we gonna see what Miss Treese gonna give, girl. We are going to see, all right? So Tisha and Marie and her family are still processing the death of her grandchild's mother, which is so sad, so extremely sad. They're still processing that. Tisha says that she isn't feeling valued by her husband, and she moved in with her mom. She feels like she has mentally at this point outgrown her husband. So we'll see how that's going to play out between them. Of course, she want to be with her man, of course, but at least that's what I think. But she wants him to do right, and I don't know if Glenn got that in him to do right. I think Glenn has been conditioned to think that she's always going to be there, and that she's never going anywhere. So I really don't see him. I don't really see him getting it together. I don't know. It may take a tragedy or something in his life for him to like take a mental switch on how he handles his relationship. That's what I think. But I mean, I don't see him changing anything because you've accepted so much of what he's given to you over the years. That's why I just don't see him changing nothing. But anyway, I feel like this ain't Tisha's first time leaving either and coming back. Yet another reason. Okay, that man ain't finna change. But anyway, we meet this lady by the name of Akeisha. I need to know how y'all feeling about Miss Akeisha. Girl, that is so I ain't gonna that's not a hood name. Girl, that is not a hood name. Cause some names I can't even pronounce and they not really hood. They just not from here. But yeah, Akeisha. I just wasn't expecting Akeisha. Girl, that made me think of Waukesha. Ain't that song about Moneybag Yo, Waukesha? Anyway, what are y'all thinking about Miss Akeisha? Y'all don't like Akeisha? Oh wow. I see we got a thumbs down. Ah, ah, ah. Okay. Oh wow. Ah. So y'all don't like her? Well, I am in the middle. Well, I'm gonna say this. I'm not in the middle. What I'm saying is I'm gonna wait to see because in this moment right here, I like her, but I don't know what else she's going to bring as the season comes. You know how I go. Start off liking them, then can't stand them by the end of the season. So far, I'm gonna say she has not rubbed me the wrong way. Okay. But we meet Akeisha and she's looking to put a business on Ferry Street. What we learned is that she already has property on Ferry Street. She owns land on Ferry Street as well. Okay. So if Letitia was in this place where she's trying to get Ferry Street up and off the ground, running or anything, then you might want to be connected with Akeisha, which is Tambra's friend. All right. So she's coming home to Jackson. Her husband was in the NFL, from my understanding. They live out in New Jersey, I believe, for some time. I think her husband is from the Bronx or something. So they lived there and then now they're coming back home. But I wasn't really sure because it's like, are you coming back to live in Jackson or are you actually living in Atlanta? Because she talked about a radio show that she had in Atlanta. So I'm like, are you living in Atlanta or like are you just coming back for the time being? Because you have, family and history here in Jackson. So what's what? But anyway, that's what she's talking about. Okay. She get a beer bar for her husband out there in the Bronx. So she wants to bring it back home to Jackson. So she wants to do that. And I think they're going to put it on Ferry Street. So shout out to her for that. Okay. So Marie, this is interesting for me. Marie says that she feels like Akeisha cannot be trusted, is what she says. She says she feels like she can't be trusted. And she also brings up the fact that her eyes are light, and because she has light eyes, she can't be trusted. Um, that was just like because she got light eyes. That's not really something you want to say, because then people will probably try and label you as a colorist. But let's keep going, because why would you say that? Okay, but then I felt like this too. Marie, are you threatened? Are you threatened by this woman coming into the circle and got all this establishment, like all this, yeah, I would say success. Okay, I got a lot of things established for herself. Like, are you pressed? But granted, a lot of hers was passed down. Okay, so that would be long money, whereas you had to get it out the mud. All right. So is that what it is? And I also find it very interesting, Miss Marie, that you don't like Akeisha when you do the same that she does. Didn't you come on to the last season bragging about the things that you have and what it is that you do, and then tried to stun the girls because you felt as though they didn't have what it is that you had? Interesting. So it would give threat for me. What else? So she also, this is when Marie decides to open up and talk about the things that she has: a hairline. She's a cosmetologist. She's an accountant. She got her own medical clinics or whatever. She's opening up some more stuff. She got a lot going on. Okay. So at this point, Akeisha is kind of liking what Marie is putting out, because she seems like that's the type of woman that Akeisha rubs shoulders with or elbows with in whatever industry or lane that she's been in, right? Women that's out here making things happen and not just talking about you. So it seems like I'm sorry, not Marie, Akeisha may have taken a liking to Marie, because she's like, dang, she got like 7 streams of income. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. So she aligns herself accordingly. That's what it gives to me. But Marie, I don't think you should dislike her, unless you threatened or something like that. And I'm sure, let it out your mouth, you will say that you're not threatened, but it's definitely giving some type of bother. It seems like you got to be the only person in the room that's a have, while everybody else is a have not. And now you're not. So what's going on? Okay. So Tisha and Marie. So when Tambra brings in this woman and she sits down and she lets them know about her family and the things that she's done and what she's acquired and stuff like that, Tisha and Marie are finding an issue with this woman. In my opinion, I don't think that lady was speaking at y'all sideways. I don't think that lady was down talking y'all. I don't think that lady was doing nothing. Will she do it later? Possibly. Possibly. But in this moment, I did not catch that. I didn't see that. I felt like this was an opportunity for y'all all to get to know each other. So she's telling y'all what it is that y'all have done. And then of course, Marie only gonna put on the table what she got going on. Like I ain't no weak ass woman. I ain't know whatever type of chick. Girl, I'm a boss around here, so let me let you know what it is that I got going on too. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like yourself, right? So I feel like, Tisha, you also could have been threatened because you ain't got that, and you trying to get that. I don't know, girl. Some was like, I didn't understand your reasoning for feeling a way about how this woman was coming off. I mean, how you gonna be mad? I feel like anybody that talks about Ferry Street that has a history already or establishment on Ferry Street, Tisha's going to be sensitive, in my opinion, because you worked so hard to get it accomplished and you couldn't. You see what I'm saying? So I feel like you would be threatened. It didn't even have to be Akeisha. It could have been Beverly or whoever came. She would have felt threatened by that, because you ain't got nothing going on. Meanwhile, the people still wondering what Letitia Pearson Enterprises are about. Let us know. Now, what else? So yeah, that was pretty much that. Let's get to Marie and her mama, because her mama has been battling, drugs for some time. Okay, ever since she was younger, her dad would actually have to lie to her about where her mama was. Whew, that's got to be tough. Got to be tough. And then now you're a grown adult with your own children, your own grandchildren, and your mother is still going through the same thing. And I'm just like, she needs bigger help. Like I personally think she might need to be in a facility long term to battle this addiction. I mean, maybe they've tried that and it didn't work. Like, her mom is living with her now. Her mama went missing for like a week. She done took her mama out the hood, but her mama ran back to the hood to get back involved in whatever she's been involved in. Her mama came home with a black eye, a cut on her head, like just been going through stuff. Obviously, somebody must have beat her up or whatever the case may be, but at least that's what it sounds like. But it's just sad because it is truly an addiction, something that she can't let go of, something that she's resulting to saying, this is just how I am. This is just what I do. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, having no hope for herself that she can get better. Like, it's really sad. It's really sad. And I really hate that for Marie, for real. Even though Marie, she may brag, may have her moments or whatnot. I don't dislike Marie. I actually like Marie. And I just really feel for her because she has lupus, and she just got a lot going on, and she's having to show up for so many people. It is hectic because some of this stuff is what she wants to do, and I think she gets like a lot of women do, where sometimes, hey, they go into work so they don't have to deal with some of the things that's going on in their life, so they kind of like just work themselves, like, let me work, 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 work. But I just really feel, I feel for her. She got a lot to deal with: her kids, her divorce, as she mentioned, her mama, and ain't no telling what else she got going on. So yeah, what else we got? That was pretty much it. Yeah, that was pretty much it when it came to Marie and her mom and them just having a conversation, and her mama not being able to get on one accord. Like, Girl, that's sad to be, and then to feel like, I don't know about y'all, but I would assume like to be a person that have these type of health clinics, and then you're learning more about, situations like what your mama went through so that you can help other people, but still being in a space where you feel like you can't help your mama, even though you building all this stuff to help other folks, like that shit gotta be a lot, in my opinion. Okay. So let's get to this brunch. Because Letitia, she one thing she gonna do, girl, she gonna give us the brunches, honey. She don't give us nothing else. She gonna give us a brunch, girl. So we getting ready to go to the brunch. And so Gucci is there. So some of the ladies started to arrive. So Gucci comes. And so Gucci, they said, so is that your real name? It's just like, my real name is Sophia, but I wanted to roll off you all's tongue like so Gucci. I said, you mean like Sophia? Rolls off my tongue like that. Why I can't say Sophia? Why I gotta say so Gucci? Huh? So Gucci, ma'am, you grown as hell, ma'am. Girl, is giving rap artist. All right. And you deal with real estate and stuff. And I'm just having a hard time with so Gucci. So Gucci real estate. I mean, girl, do what you want to do. I mean, after a while, it's gonna become a staple. Okay, it's just gonna be what it is. Okay, so you say it long enough, people gonna conform. Thank you so much, Phil, for the super chat. I like Marie as well, but these wigs, cosmetologists, you are disrespectful. Thank you for the super chat. That confessional wig, it was a bit off. I have to say, it looked like it was turned a little bit because I said, why is her bang going down over here? But when we get the camera angle from this side, it's looking like straight, like something was off. So I don't know if when they shot on this side, she turned the wig straight. I don't know. I don't know, but it definitely was giving. It wasn't right. It wasn't right. It was a bit shifted for sure. I have to agree. Um, let's keep going. All right. So yeah, we talked about Miss Soguchi Sophia. Okay. Latrice arrives. Okay. And when Latrice arrives, Marie gets so hot and so bothered. I don't know if y'all noticed that, but Miss Girl got so bothered. She started drinking the hell out that water. I can't. So she says that when Tisha walked in, it changed her whole mood. And I said, well, then if it changed her whole mood, then girl, you're definitely pressed. You're extremely bothered by her. All right. So Akeisha is clowning the decor, and y'all might be mad, but I'm with her. I'm with her. Like, girl, this whole glitter damn tablecloth, like, girl, you could have gave us something else, girl. We probably could have got something more satin, maybe, like, girl, it could have just been really something different, girl. It's giving starter brunches, is what it was giving. And ain't nobody for to tell me that different. That's me starting to say, you know what, I'm gonna do a Jamie's brunch, and we're gonna da 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 da, and then I just decide I'm gonna buy some glitter and put it on the damn tables, like. No, ma'am. Okay, so I'm sorry. I agree with Akeisha on that decor. All right. What else? When it's time to eat. And y'all may feel like Miss Akeisha was nitpicking at everything. But listen, her plate was dirty, and I felt her on that. Do you know how many other women got up and just say, I'm just gonna eat? I ain't even gonna, because I don't even want to cause no ruckus. No, bitch, my shit is dirty. My stuff is dirty, ma'am. You know what? I'm not even gonna hold you. Let my fork be dirty. Excuse me. Do y'all have plastic? You got plasticware? Let me get that. Okay, I'm not even gonna hold you, baby. You ain't gotta go search and find a clean one, baby. Just give me the plastic. Appreciate you. Okay, that's all. So when she called her out and said, "Excuse me, like my plate, girl, it's a little dirty. Girl, it got some residue and things on it." Latrice also said the same thing. So for her to get her ass in a confessional, Miss Tisha, and complain about Akeisha and I don't know, she was just nitpicking, trying to come for me and da 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 da, whatever she said. I said, no, ma'am, your anger is misdirected, because how is it that Latrice can say the same thing? It was more than one person who had dirty plates up there. No, it's giving you're feeling inadequate in the space that you're in. That's what it's giving. She just called it out. Now I'm gonna tell you, like, Akeisha, girl, you was wrong when you said something. Do you want me to go find the owner? Do you want me to go have a conversation with the owner? Girl, that's how much of a boss Miss Akeisha is, but that ain't even my event. And I'll go talk to the mother owner if you want me to. I ain't got no problem. Girl, let me go talk to this owner. It's a nothing for me. She said, no, you don't have to do that. You don't have to do that. Let me go find the owner. I said, not you having to find the owner, but Miss Ma'am said she'll go talk to the owner. Miss Akeisha said it like she already knew who the hell the owner was. Okay. And I'm just gonna go on here and have a conversation real quick, like let them know how to handle things when I'm here. Okay. Miss Girl said, let me go find the owner, but let's get the gag. Tisha walks off. She goes and get the plates, comes back. Hear what I say now, comes back and then say, here you go. I am so sorry. Here you go. Let us move these out your way. Then she gonna pull the dirty plates. I said, bitch, you should have took those dirty plates with you when you went to go do whatever it was that you was doing. Why are these dirty plates still sitting in front of her when you walking off? Well, girl, I'm over here being like Akeisha, girl. Let me not be so nicky picky. But that's what it was. I said, girl, you should have took them dirty ass plates with you when you went over to have a conversation with whoever you was going to talk to. Leave this shit in front of me, ma'am. Anyway, girl, Tisha, you're pressed, all right? And then gonna talk about some. She gonna ask them, say, is she hating? No, she's not hating. She's correcting. She calling you out. I don't think that lady hating, and that's what I'm not understanding. It's like she's new to y'all group. For me, all right, just for me, to me, she's new to y'all group. What is there that she needs to hate on? What is there she needs to make y'all feel bad about? And I don't know what the other episodes are going to bring, but in this episode, she only had one sitting, from my understanding, with you when she met you and Marie. Then she had one sitting in front of all these other ladies. So why would she need to make you feel any type of like what? That just didn't make sense to me. But okay, girl. And it's crazy because you'll sit up here and you'll call out this new lady about her actions for hating or whatever, but you weren't really calling out Miss Marie. But I'm glad you got back there in that room and started calling her ass out. Because then the other time you had like Marie don't be doing nothing. But anyway, girl. So they speak on Ferry Street. Akeisha owns land, and Akeisha didn't even say that. Mel said it. Mel was like, and the reason why we're talking about Ferry Street is because she actually owns land up there. Yes, she actually has a building that she owns. And then here go Tisha. Hater, hater, hater. Tisha the hater. Tisha says, yeah, she inherited land. Girl, are you trying to throw shade? Because I took that as shade. She inherited it. It don't matter how I got it, but I got it and it's mine. So what else is going on? Yes, she inherited some land. Basically, it was passed down and she didn't buy it. Well, girl, that's the best land. Pass it down to me because I ain't have to spend a coin for this. But let it sell. I'm going to get all of them. So, yeah. Anyway, that was shade in my opinion. So Tisha went on to speak on why she couldn't get anything done. Another form of you feeling inadequate, in my opinion, because she started to just ramble off about how she could not get things accomplished on Ferry Street. Girl, this wasn't even about you. We were talking to people were trying to get to know her, and we were just talking about what she had going on. But okay. So then Keisha says, oh, now Keisha, you was wrong for this, ma'am. Keisha says, yeah, and I'm one of those people that, I don't want to, continue to talk about it. I like to be about it. So yeah, we're just gonna get some things done. Ooh. Ooh. That right there, you was definitely coming for Tisha, girl. That right there was messy. You was coming from Miss Woman. You were coming from Miss Woman. So they go around and try to say some things positive, which I thought was pretty a nice activity in my opinion. But Marie, when it gets to Mel, she talking about she plead the fifth. When it gets to Latrice, she plead in the fifth. And I was with what's her Tisha like, why the fuck you here? And you're not gonna participate. And then she gonna sit up there and say, I'm here to support you. Well, but you're really not supporting me. If I want you to participate in the game, even if you sat up there and say, I like her dress, that was it. Your lashes are cute. Like you could have just said something. It would have been shade either way, but you could have said something. And I don't understand why you keep coming around if you don't want to actively participate. So Marie decides she's finna get up and leave. And then Essie decides she's gonna go behind her. They go in the bathroom. Now I do feel like Marie was upset, but I didn't hear her yelling when she was talking to Essie. When Essie walked outside to grab Tisha goes in. Tisha immediately starts yelling. But I guarantee you, in my opinion, they're going to put that off on Marie. Now, granted, Marie, you did make a scene by leaving the table, but the yelling, in my opinion, did not start with Marie. It started with Tisha, and Marie met Tisha where she was at with that yelling. What else? Marie says that she isn't past what Latrice did last year. I don't know why you should be. She talked about she lost clients and stuff. I said, what you're not going to do is put that on Trees. That's what you're not going to do, ma'am. Don't put that on Trees and make it seem like you lost clients because of her. I truly do not believe that. I believe that if you lost clients, it was because of your own actions. I don't think it had anything to do with that girl. I think it was how people saw you on TV. That's what I think. I think it's how we saw you on TV, how you were acting like you better than folks, whatever it is. If you lost clients, it was because of that. And you could have just lost clients because they couldn't afford it. But it only makes sense for you and your narrative to say that it was Latrice's fault. And I'm just having a hard time believing that. You're gonna need some other proof at a later time because I'm not gonna agree with that one right there, ma'am. So Gucci, okay, she doesn't think Tisha should run after Marie. I was with her on that. I'm not gonna lie, I was with her on that. Like, if she's upset, let her go to the back, let her deal with it in her own time. Now, keep in mind, I want y'all to keep this in mind. Miss So Gucci Sophia went into her confessional and she said that Tisha should have let her stay where she was at and not run behind her, right? What else happened? Akeisha went into her confessional and felt like it was rude and disrespectful for Tisha to leave her guest. Neither one of them were wrong, but I guarantee you the energy that's going to come behind this is going to come towards Miss Akeisha, and it's not going to come towards Miss Soguchi, in my opinion. Because neither one, they was basically saying the same thing. Like, you shouldn't be running behind her. She want to take it, then let her do what she going to do. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, you have all of these other guests that you need to be here to support. Marie brought her moral support. Her moral support was Essie. So Essie should have been the one that could have ran behind her. But out of respect for the people that I brought here, let me do my thing. Let me continue to, and then you got new people there that ain't never been there, been around you, or been, you know what I'm saying? So that's just me. I know a lot of y'all may not like Miss Akeisha, and I get that, respect how you feel and stuff. But I just think it's gonna be interesting to see how this play out, because I think she's gonna get a lot of the heat when the heat really shouldn't come to her. If you're gonna do it to her, you need to do it to everybody else that was complaining. Then you also need to get on Latrice for getting up and sitting in your seat when you were absent. So I mean, a lot of people could be at fault. What else? So Akeisha feels like, yeah, she says she feels like this is supposed to be a moment from them to for them to learn from each other. And right now, they're not getting that. This is supposed to be women empowerment, but they can't even do that, because you running back there trying to empower just this one woman back there when you got all these hosts of people that came out, drove as far as they did to be here with you. Anyway, so Marie is saying she lost patience and client, or yeah, she lost her patience or clients or whatever from Trees trying to run her business. As I've already told y'all, I don't believe that. Sorry. Tisha pulls Latrice and she wants to have a conversation. Let me say, I fell out with Trees when Trees walked over there, and Tisha was like, please just talk to her. Trees said, I'm not talking to Sleuth. It was the salsa for me. I said, did she just say that? I loved it. Loved it. Loved it. She's like, I'm not talking to Sleuth. I'm not gonna talk to Sleuth. Girl, I loved it. Okay. So then of course Tish says, listen, I just want y'all to talk so we can move forward. And I'm like, damn. Some part of me is wishing that Treese would not even go in this bathroom. Just stick to your first mind. If you don't trust it, don't go. Like, you ain't gotta go do that. Like, no. I ain't want Treese to go back there because I ain't want them arguing, getting into it, because at times Marie can come off as very, very unreasonable to me. All right. So Akeisha says that she never wants to be invited to this again. And I can't say that I blame her. She will. Because one thing Tisha gonna do is have a brunch, girl. Now, keep in mind, Marie is gonna have this same conversation with Tisha in a minute, and we're gonna see how it plays out. But based on the preview, Marie is gonna tell her that she no longer wants to be invited to the brunches, right? But when she finds out that Miss Akeisha don't want to be invited to the brunches based on how it went, what's gonna happen? It's gonna be on Akeisha. She ain't gonna say to Marie, but she gonna be saying something to Miss Akeisha. And I don't think Akeisha's reaction isn't too different than a lot of people. If I were to go to a brunch and this is what ended up happening, I probably would say the same damn thing. Like, girl, I'm not coming to this no more. I came to get away from drama or whatever I had going on. Like, I didn't come here to be a part of this shit. Like, what? So, I mean, that's just me. Right. But it was a pretty good episode. We already see a lot of the ladies is not gonna like Miss Akeisha, but I must say, Miss Akeisha, Tambra don't bother nobody. But when we see that Tambra gonna stand up and start yelling at you, I'm anxious to see why. Cause you must is gonna say something and you gonna get fly. You must is gonna say something, man. That's gonna make the people turn their heads on you, okay? But we're gonna see, we're gonna see, okay? I'm not bothered by Miss Aikisha yet, I will say. But let me see what you guys are saying over here in the comments, okay? Be sure to like the video if you have yet to do so for me. I highly appreciate it, okay? Marie saying that she understands the mental doing drug addictions, but kept asking her mother why. Makes me think Marie doesn't understand there is no why. Listen, that was a bit redundant. I'm glad that you highlighted that because I was kind of like, why are you asking her why if you run all of these clinics and stuff? Okay, you should understand that she really can't explain that because it is an addiction, right? But I feel like when she was asking her mom why, it kind of goes back to me thinking about her not being able to get her mom in check and she's, creating spaces for other people. She probably was really asking her damn self that. Why is she looking at her mom and some why? Like she asked herself why. Why can't she help her mom when she's out here helping other folks? That's why I said it's probably stressful. But thanks for bringing that up. Let's see. Yes, I'm going to need her to have a grown name. How old are we really? Let's create our own brands, right? Like so Gucci, I guess. Let's see what else you guys are saying. What? Not the wig was giving lean on me. That is so mean. I can't. Oh wow. Did y'all see how Marie was looking at Latrice? I was rolling when Latrice walked in, she was sick. She was sick when that lady came in. Drinking on all that water and stuff. Talking about I need some more water. Girl, I can't. She disappointed me acting like that over her. What else? What else? What else are you guys saying? When Latrice saw Marie wig, she should have said what? She should have said, and she tried to come for Goddess Links last year. Mm, mm, mm. Mm, that was some shiesty shit there, girl. Marie killed me drinking every glass on that table, and Latrice didn't pay her no mind, none. And Latrice gonna get in the confessional, and Latrice, girl, this did not hit. Talk about some. What she said, Miss Girl was throwing that water back like it was shot, like it was Hennessy, and I said, girl, I don't know if that's like, is they throwing it back like it's Hennessy? Maybe it's just me, girl. I gotta take my shots become sips, girl. I can't just no, ma'am. That ain't me. That ain't me. It's like let me get a little bit and let me finish it. Like that's to me. Like, girl, you're not gonna have me throw all this to the bag and burn my throat, girl. No, ma'am. Let me take my time. Thank you. Thank you. Worry about your shot. Don't worry about mine. Okay. I'm talking about I don't eat off a dirty place. Nobody does, ma'am. She did say that. Okay, I see what y'all mean. Akeisha was put 20. She added a little bit more to it, girl. She definitely added a little bit more to it. I am tickled. Girl, y'all got my tears sitting right up here in my eye like Miss Tisha Mama. Girl, that is so funny. Oh, girl, hilarious. I agree. Don't give me no dirty place. So where's the Southern hospitality? Right. But maybe maybe Tisha didn't know, y'all. She had to be told, but she ain't like when she was being told. Guys, she could have got a napkin and wiped it. She was the only one that just kept complaining about it. Well, I think Treese was not happy about it, but she was gonna let Keisha handle it. Right. So that's what it seems like. But I'm not gonna get no napkin and wipe a goddamn thing off. What? Excuse me? No, ma'am. Give me a new plate. And that could have been a stain on there. Maybe she couldn't wipe it off. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want some new plates. Please, thank you. Girl, don't have me doing your job. My job is to come here and eat, not come here to clean. No. No, 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 no. IKEA could have asked for not IKEA. Not you done called this lady IKEA. Is that the new name? Lord have mercy. IKEA could have asked for another plate, but her attitude towards that plate was too much. Lord have mercy. Ooh, gee. Mm. Right. Not clocked in and was ready to perform. Hilarious. That's funny. It's you calling this woman IKEA for me, honey. Thank you so much, 2Ls, for the super chat. Marie used her mama and her grandson's mother's death as part of her storyline. It was the forcing tears in episode 1. Sorry, not sorry. Wow. Oh my. I could see the mom, but not the death of the grandmama. But I could see, I mean, the death of the mother. But I can see where the mom situation is coming from. You couldn't get your mama under control for all these years, but then you want to bring her onto this show to exploit her and make it seem like you have a storyline, or center your storyline around that. You know what I'm saying? That's interesting. I could see that. Thank you for the super chat, 2Ls. Oh wow. You can't sip the little shot, throw it back, and forget about it. I can't. I can't do that. I can't do that, girl. I can't do that. No. No, I can't do that. I need to take it in sips. I need to take my time. I'm classy base. Like Funky doesn't even say I'm classy base. Okay. I'm real classy as I sip. Did she get that girl's family permission to share her death on TV? Ooh. I wonder. I wonder. I wonder. And I wonder if she did and whether she needed to. Is what I'm wondering, considering it seems like he might have the custody of the little boy now, and it was part of her son's story as well. But that's a good question. That's a good question. I don't know. I'm super late, but hey, Jamie and Chad, loving the hair, Jamie. Thank you so much, Lady J. I appreciate it. Why did Marie go in the men's Was that the men's bathroom, girl? Now, see, now she finna give Tree something else to eat her up about because Tree just said she gave manly energy. Oh, wow. Maybe she wanted to go to the restroom that was furthest to the back. Maybe production was set up at the ladies' restroom. Maybe that's where the makeup artists and people were. I'm just trying to help with the excuses. Because when you a professional, it's different when it's your family. Got you. Got you. Yeah. 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 Got you. All right, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and hop off this thing. I have some things to take care of, but I'll definitely be back later on today because we have to talk about Real Housewives of Atlanta and Married to Medicine. Okay. Then I need to get some other content out. I think I might do a video on Miss Ariane. I did record the live from yesterday, but I just gotta go back and check it out, see what else Miss Girl was talking about. We might chit chat about that, and then I got some more. This is a mess. Okay, girl. I'm gonna bring that to you guys as well. All right. It may not be labeled as such, but you'll know it when you see it. You feel what I'm saying? Because YouTube be over here tripping, girl. And I'm gonna have to start moving some stuff to Patreon. And that's just what it is. But anyway, that's all I got. All right. I'm Jamie. That's me, honey. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share my videos. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Jamie. That's me. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.